we did some good things at times, but we can still be a lot better. And I think the encouraging thing is, like, I think, like I said, they're doing some decent things, but they also understand, like, we got to be better and continue to improve. Can't have the lulls that we had when we had them, but at times looked explosive and did some good things. So, like I said, we got a great group of young men, and as long as they stay hungry and keep improving and keep working, I think they have a chance to be a great offense. We just have to, like I said, just stay hungry and keep getting better each week.
Well, what issues does that 3-3-5 defense pose?
I think that it obviously presents a lot of issues just from a standpoint of you don't see it a ton, and they kind of try to create chaos, just with the movement, the pressures. You don't know exactly where they're going to be, and so you have to I think the key for us is to be sound and just kind of do our job and understand, as long as we're all on the same page, we'll have a chance. We'll have a chance to whether it be run blocking, pass blocking, whatever the case may be. If we're all on the same page and communicate well and idea it correctly, we'll have a chance to pick everything up and be okay. But they're going to, like I said, try to create confusion, try to create hesitation, and one thing we really believe in is trying to eliminate hesitation for our guys. So, like I said, I think getting a lot of reps, whether it be in the film room, whether it be mental reps out here on the practice field, or actual reps on the practice field, the more we can get, the better, and the more we can get on the same page throughout the week, the better chance we'll have.
Clearly, there's a lot of advantages to having Hudson Card, but specifically against Syracuse, where he's athletic and he can kind of freestyle a little bit. How beneficial is that, maybe going against a defense like that?
I don't really think you can appreciate him enough, especially when you don't know where people are going to be, and just the advantage that he can be for you. And like the entire offense, I think we went through a little lull in that second and third quarter last week. But other than that, he did some really special stuff. And in that fourth quarter, he kept some drives alive. He created with his feet. Even the third and long, just kind of avoiding a sack and getting it to Mockabee and putting the ball in play, and we convert, and it leads to the final touchdown. He did some special things, and I think that the more and more comfortable he gets with the guys around him and just playing week to week, the better he's going to be, and the more you'll see him do that. And so, like you said, with kind of the chaos and confusion they try to create, having a guy like that back there is a huge advantage for us. And like I said, I think he's always a huge advantage for us, and he's a really, really fun guy to coach, and I enjoy going and watch him play. I get to watch him every day in practice, but every Saturday watching him play is a joy.
Coach Walters talked about the offensive line improving last week. What did you see from that group?
I definitely did, and especially in the second half, I thought we ran the ball really well. Early on we started pretty hot. We're throwing it really well, kind of had a lull. And then kind of leaned on them heavily. And between them and those running backs, they really gave us a spark and probably won us the game down the stretch, And so that was great to see. And it's always going to be the way, you're always going to kind of go, I think, as you go up front. And that's on both sides of the ball. And I think our defensive line did a heck of a job creating havoc and causing pressure on their guy last week, and offensive line giving HUD time, and then creating some space for those running backs, especially late in that game. That was great to see. And I don't know exactly the numbers, but I thought we ran the ball well, rushed well. The running backs made some guys miss. But if you can get those guys, the guys that are running backs to the second level, and get them up there in the open field, they're going to do some special things. You know what I'm saying? And so the offensive line did a heck of a job doing that. And Virginia Tech, I thought they had a good plan. They tried to penetrate and get some push sometimes, and we did a good job covering those guys up and creating space for our running backs. So that was good to see, and I think that the most important thing at that position is just go out there with the right mentality, and when you do that, you give your chance. And I thought that the offensive line was excited to play, went out there with the right mentality, that they wanted to be the most physical line, and I thought they did a good job of doing that, and we're going to need them to do it again really every week, but particularly this week.
I think you were in the top 7 of pass play percentage when you were at USC. Obviously, it's been a little different here. Is that something you expected to do at Purdue? Run the ball as much as you have?
I think some of it's week to week, and some of it's, I think we got some really good running backs that need touches. You know what I'm saying? And so, especially if you look at our first year at USC, we had Drake London, Michael Pittman, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Tyler Vaughns, and when you got those 4 out there, they need touches, and so it's going to lean heavily on them. And here I think we got running backs that need touches, and so we're going to try to get those guys touches along with the rest of the skill guys. You know, like we just talked about, I think we have a great tight end room and a really solid receiver room as well, and so you're spreading the touches to a lot more positions, and part of that's running the football with the running backs we have, and that's what, you know, I think I talk about it a lot, but in schematic, you know, and what we do, I think it can look different from year to year based on it can fit your personnel, but our whole philosophy is like we got to be good at something, and let's figure out what we can be really good at and go be really good at it, and what fits our personnel the best. You know what I mean? And so. I think, like I said, it can be different from year to year. It can be different from game to game, obviously. But the most important thing for us is try to get our playmakers the ball with space. And regardless of who that is and regardless of how we do it, we try to get our best players the ball with space and then let them go be them. And so, you know, that's, you know, I think when you ask, we've ran the ball a little bit more, and some of that's trying to get those running backs touches. And part of it, like I said, last week I thought the line did a heck of a job. We were getting movement. We were getting them in open field, and we kind of rode them.
No turnovers through 2 games. Is that good decision making? Great coaching, obviously.
Yeah, I think it's all coaching. No, we definitely did good decision making from the quarterback. You know what I mean? He's made good decisions. He's protected the football, hasn't put it in danger. But that's something that Coach Wald emphasizes. Obviously, us as an offensive staff emphasizes. Is just we got to protect the football, and that's usually one of our keys to victory. I think our guys have bought into it. Obviously, we work ball security, but the other thing that we talk about around here is being competitive, tough, and disciplined. I think that a lot of ball security, like you know, part of what the quarterback is making good decisions. But again, that's discipline with your reads, and I think that also like just doing your job. When we talk about being disciplined, we talk about like just doing what you're coached to do, and our guys are buying into that. They're carrying the ball the proper way. We put 1 on the ground like the second play of the game against Fresno, and other than that, there haven't been any on the ground, and Hud's done a heck of a job taking care of the football through the air. So that gives you a chance to win every week. If you can have 0 turnovers, you're always going to be in it, and so that's something we got to continue to do. And if we do, like I said, every week you're going to be in it and give yourself a great chance to win.